everyone, I'm Bishi, and today we are playing more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials, and Tribulations, the third in the trilogy. The final game in this little packet of Ace Attorney goodness. We are currently partway through Chapter 4, Episode 4, Trial 4, however you want to say it, but the fourth bit in the game. Which I think is the last one as well. So the last trial of the last game in the trilogy. So I am very excited to continue today. I've got my handy dandy Ace Attorney notebook. We are on, let's see, what page number are we on now? Total. Okay, I'm not gonna bother with total. I'm just gonna bother with chapter 4. Okay, so we started here, chapter 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, fourth page for chapter 4. There we are. And I'm gonna look that over when we actually jump into the game as well. I haven't looked at it since last week, so. But it's here for my reference. I could never take notes for a game. I always lose track. I wasn't for a long time. When I first started our Ace Attorney, I did not bother, because I never do that. I think the only time I take notes is in a moment where it's like a puzzle, you know, and it's like, oh, combination up, down, right. I'll write that down real quick and then use it. But like Ace Attorney, partway through, I started realizing that a lot of the times when I get stuck, part of the reason is because my memory's so bad, I lose track of things, I only play this once a week. I get really distracted when I'm streaming and, you know, I read chat for 30 minutes and I go back to the game. So a lot of different reasons I would just get stuck a lot. And it wasn't always just because the logic puzzle I couldn't logic out. It was because of all the things I said. So I started taking notes and I noticed I got a little bit better at not getting stuck. I still do, but there's times where, you know, have no clue what the answer is and I'm looking through my notes and I see one sentence that's like, oh yeah, and then I figure it out. So it definitely helps me. And I literally just leave off, you know, I usually, when I stop playing, I write a little summary to myself if I don't have anything really clear about what just happened. I know that we left off in the middle of a trial. Basically, trial went to recess, and when I jump back in, it'll be the middle of that break, and then we're going back to the trial. So I basically remember what's going on, but it definitely helps to have this, especially like sometimes they really want you to narrow in on details to figure out a puzzle, to figure out what the answer is. So that always makes me slip up, but yeah, I'm excited to get back to it today. And also I'm drinking tea for a change. I usually just have water, but it's cold outside. I wanted something warm. And it's black tea, Earl Grey, with some honey. So that's what I'm enjoying at the moment. I am brainstorming an idea. Before I do anything, I have to ask, if I remember correctly, you got rid of your P.O. box. If so, is there an address that I could send something for? Don't need to share now, I just want to check before I start experimenting. I unfortunately do not have anything that you could send stuff to. As far as like custom gifts, I had the P.O. box for I think over a year and it hadn't been used, so I just felt like it was time to maybe downsize and stop having a P.O. box, you know, just to stop using something that wasn't being used. But the only thing that I really have for people to send me stuff is Throne at this point. If I have enough people like saying they want to send me things again, I'm open to the idea of opening the P.O. box again, but it's like a whole process, so it'd have to be a few people at least. So unfortunately, no, I don't have anything right now that you can send stuff to because I already got rid of it. So if there's anything you want to send me, that isn't like handmade, but like is an idea that you have to get me and it's not on the Throne wish list, there is like a way to request that I put something on there. Like for instance, if I don't have like something off Amazon, like randomly, like, I don't know, like a plushie of a cheese thing. I don't know, a plushie. Let's say you want to get me that plushie, but I don't have a P.O. box. You could go to Throne and there should be an option somewhere that's like request a gift or something. And then you can put that in there and then I can approve it. But if it's something that you made yourself, like custom thing, yeah, there's no way for you to send me that right now, unfortunately. Phoenix Wright as an actual phoenix. Yeah, I don't know, Aviary Tourney. Oh, Poppy's here, by the way. I don't know if Aviary Tourney is, like, literally supposed to be a parody of all the characters. That's how I pick her up. Of all the characters, or if it's just, like, birds that are lawyers. Anyway, Poppy's here! Meow! Meow! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness! She's wearing a Christmas shirt. Even though it's not even Thanksgiving. It's not even Thanksgiving's yet. Meow. Yeah, Thanksgiving for us is this Thursday. So I won't be here. I don't know what she's doing. I won't be here Thursday. I'm gonna try to be here Friday, though. I think she's really just liking the ear scratches. You like the ear scratches? Yeah. See. Her shirt says OMG Santa, and it has Santa's little legs sticking out. I'm trying to show the shirt! I'm trying to show you a shirt! What? Oh my goodness. I'm patting the patat! I'm patting it! Oh. Let me catch up with chat. Yeah, I don't know if Aviary Attorney, what I mean to say is, like, if they're based on the characters. Like, there's a Phoenix, there's an Edgeworth, or if it's just birds. You know, I think it's just birds. She is just going to town on those paws. I've been spoilered for an evolution of the Pokemon, the starters, but not my starter. So I've seen some things here and there, but I don't have any idea what my starter's gonna turn into. So I think that's pretty interesting. Maybe it'll turn into Poppy. Maybe it'll turn into you? Huh? With the blanket and the dog on me and the sweater, it's getting a little warm in here, I have to say. Yeah, all I know is tomorrow I want to do, look at this dog. I want to do the first gym. I think we'll just be doing that. Yeah, she's just like, I don't want to disturb her, but I also want you guys to see what she's doing right now. She's like laying down this way and then her body is like curled up. Today we're playing Ace Attorney and Poppy is just lounging. So funny. All right, she's just gonna sleep like that, I guess. Anyway, we will talk more about that tomorrow because today we are playing Ace Attorney and we're gonna go ahead and switch over now. Let's do it. Let's play! So, let's see. Did I leave the audio at a good level from last time? I think so? Might be a tad loud. And then bump it down, I guess a little? Or is that what I did last week? Maybe that's from Pokemon. Okay, hold on. Sorry, y'all. I totally forgot that this game gets loud. And my audio levels have all changed over the last few months for some reason. So Ace Attorney is gonna be what I change it to, and then Pokemon should be at that. Okay, so I'm gonna bump it down a little bit. I think that is gonna be better. It's like only one lower, but you know, it makes a difference sometimes. Okay, anyway. The attorney is Ace? Hell yeah. Alright, y'all. So, pretty sure this is where I saved. Yeah. Okay. Let's do it. Let's ace some attorneys, y'all. We stan our asexual lawyer. We are in the middle of chapter 4, the very beginnings, really. We are in our first recess from the trial at the moment. We're playing as Mia, and this is who we are representing in court. February 16, 1:14 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4. And his name is Mr. Falls. Eek! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! That went by way too fast. I want to say thanks. You're real good. You really hooked me up. Thanks. We're almost there. Once I prove that she committed the crime... Oh my god. I have to have this ready to go. Yeah, but there's one more big obstacle we've got to get past. Obstacle? Yeah, motive. Why would Melissa Foster kill that policewoman anyway? Motive, huh?
Anyway, we're still badly in need of information.
Information. Right.
What we need the most is info about this Melissa Foster herself. All we know is that she's a student studying literature. And one more thing.
What is it?
Well, the incident that happened 5 years ago, of course. The kidnapping murder case that Zebra Boy is on death row for.
I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lie. Mr. Falls, in that case, tell us some more about it. About what happened 5 years ago. Okay, I trust you. He trusts us. That day, 5 years ago, I dream of it. Every day. Oh boy. Backstory. This picture, it reminds me everything. Bridge looks same, just like then. 5 years ago. I've been giving him like a southern accent, but really, I think he's supposed to sound like a caveman. Because he's like, I remember Berber. Bridge looks same, just like back then. Like it could fall apart any minute. Like, why say many word when short word do job, or however that thing goes. So, it's been broken like that for at least 5 years.
Huh. Sorry, buddy, but you sound like the one that could fall apart at any minute.
It true. I did kidnap her. 5 years ago, I kidnapped my girlfriend, Dahlia Hawthorne.
Oh, okay.
And then, I should have already known this, but chat revealed to me last time that this character, Melissa Foster, is actually the sister of Valerie Hawthorne, and this is Dahlia Hawthorne. So we have already encountered Dahlia in the tutorial of this game. It's just been so long that I forgot. Like, I knew who she was, but I didn't remember her name. So that's kind of the connection here that I'm supposed to have already made, because I should have remembered that. So anyway, so Falls was dating her. Okay, or he says girlfriend. Maybe it was one-sided. I don't know. Was dating Dahlia and kidnapped her 5 years ago. Okie dokie. Your girlfriend? Huh?
Hey, hold on there. Did you say Hawthorne?
The victim's last name. Dahlia Hawthorne. Valerie's little sister. Yep. What? Are you serious?
Yeah, so Dahlia / Melissa is Val's little sister.
Okay. What happened to your notes, Bishi? Okay, listen. I'm not gonna check my notes from 3 trials ago. Okay? I'm not gonna do it. That's way too long ago. Girl, let her go. Shut up. Come closer and I kill her. Sorry, but you're not going to get the chance. The detective back then was Valerie Hawthorne. Wait, so he says girlfriend, but wasn't she described as like a 14-year-old kid? So maybe he's like thinking some screwed up stuff. Where was it? Let me see. Yeah, 14-year-old. That's not your girlfriend, sir. That's a child. Excuse me? Maybe he should be in jail. Let me listen to the rest of his story, but... At first I thought shooting someone for a kidnapping was crossing the line, but if it was to protect her little sister, I can understand why she did it. Wrong. No protect, sister. Valerie betray me. Betray us. I don't know about this, sir. And this is who I'm defending. Okay, so Valerie's little sister, and then now he's saying, from his perspective, Dahlia betrayed him. Okay. What do you mean she betrayed you? Everything. All lies. All make-believe. Kidnapping, too. A make-believe kidnapping? Dahlia, my girlfriend, my love, my teen angel. Oh! Ugh, did he actually say my teen angel? He's seen one too many soap operas. I do anything she says. Anything Dahlia says. Anything Dahlia says? Hold on a minute. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by... Yeah, me and Dahlia. And Valerie, too. Okay, this is just confusing now. Kidnapping planned... by all three. Interesting. Bish, go back to jail. Put this man back in prison. Okay. Valerie was in on it? Dahlia's family rich. Jewelry business. We get 1 jewel. That's what we thought. Huh. So I'm writing down a lot because this could be important later. So Dahlia and Valerie. Rich family. Okay. Me and Dahlia wrote kidnap note. We send to her dad. Asked for $2 million diamond. Tell him make exchange on Dusky Bridge. We tell him Valerie make transfer because she knew detective.
Having a police detective in your pocket is a useful thing, all right. In the end, you were planning on splitting the 2 million 3 ways, huh?
Yeah, but that woman! That woman, Valerie, she do it for real. She shoot at me for real, me and Dahlia. I was shot in arm. Dahlia, she jump in river. Oh my god. Okay. So they're planning to exchange Dahlia for Jewel. Sorry about the audio. I know it's loud. Then they shoot him and Dahlia jumps in the water, I guess. How did she live? Jump? You don't mean she jumped on purpose, do you? I couldn't do it. I could never push her. Anyway, I blacked out. Wake up with police all over.
And that's when they decided to give you the death sentence.
I couldn't believe it. That woman, she betrayed me. Okay. That man, Terry Falls, he killed her. He threw her off the bridge. He threw my beloved sister into the roaring river 40 feet below. Okay, so they concoct this plan, and then they cut him out of it, and then frame him, and put him in prison. But at the same time... oh god. Oh god! He was 20, and she was 14. I'm like... I don't even care that they framed him. I'm like... Get your money and put this guy away. Because that is messed up. That is messed up. Oh no. This man is a criminal. Put him in prison forever. Like, I don't even care that they lied. I don't care. But I have to defend this guy in the game. Oh no. Okay. To get that out of my system. Okay. These 5 years, all I wonder is why? And then apparently he didn't kill... So he didn't kill Valerie. So he's being framed again, but this time... Dahlia... What we learned is Dahlia probably killed her and then put her in the trunk. And then we have this note that says, talk to Dahlia, tell her this time the whole truth must come out. So it seems like Valerie was going back on their plan because she wanted to tell the truth that they framed Falls, and then Dahlia didn't like that and then killed Valerie so that she couldn't tell the truth. And then is trying to frame Falls again for murdering her sister this time. Huh. Okay. Why did she lie? That's all I want to know.
So that's why you called her. You wanted to hear the truth from Valerie herself.
Yes, but I forget what she looked like, so I tell her to wear a scarf. I don't want to hurt her. Just ask why. Why? Why did you lie? Why did you betray me? I just want to hear answer come from her mouth. That's all. So that's why you made a crazy escape like that.
Just one thing, Zebra Boy. My senses are tingling all over. Tell me, Mr. Falls, where is it?
Huh? Where's what?
Come on now, kitten. The ransom. The $2 million diamond. Remember that now? Did you give it back to Pops? Did the police take it?
I don't know. Huh? You don't know? I mean, wouldn't Valerie and Dahlia have that? No, really, I don't know. It's gone. With Dahlia. With Dahlia? Why would he have it? He was in prison! That day, on the bridge. Dahlia put it in backpack. Huh. Okay, so Dahlia put diamond in backpack. And then she jumped in the water. Maybe she had like a flotation device or something, like it was pre-planned, all out. Now gone with Dahlia. Gone forever. Into Eagle River. So at this point, he still thinks that she's dead, right? It disappeared with Dahlia, huh? Wait a minute. You can come back in now. We're about ready to go. Mr. Falls, just one more question. When you said with Dahlia, do you mean the diamond is still missing? Along with the body of Dahlia Hawthorne? Never found her. My sweet Dahlia. I never found her. Swallowed by river. Gone. Dahlia, my teen angel. Please stop talking. Oh, okay. Yeah, so diamond still missing. I mean, we know that Dahlia is Melissa, and that's not a surprise to us. Why does he talk like an ape man? Did he always talk like that? Yeah, I never picked up on it because he never talked that much, so I had him with a southern accent. But now I'm just voicing him like this because it's like, well, he's just deleting words. I've been getting a faked death vibe for a while. Yeah. So they staged her death, and now she has a new name. And I don't want that on my screen. Oh, God.
Your teen angel. How old was she anyway?
Just 14. Yeah, disgusting! 14? I guess you were robbing cradles before diamonds. And see, like, at least here, like, the other characters are like, what the fuck? They're like, ew! So they're having a negative reaction to him, at least. It bothered me in a previous trial where something similar was going on and nobody was batting an eye. Everyone was just like, sounds good, you know? So at least this time everyone's kind of like, what the fuck? Oh. Hey Spy, welcome. Yeah, at least it's addressed. Yeah, like everyone else is like creeped out by it, so okay. What was this energy in Big Top case? Right. Right, that's what I was always thinking, like, where is the energy of this is weird, you know? Okay.
She plans a fake kidnapping and disappears into the river with a rock worth 2 mil. Man, oh man. Angels these days.
Just shut up. I want everyone but me to stop talking in this game. Falls takes the fall and gets a one-way ticket to death row. Is Dahlia Hawthorne an angel, or is she really a...
It's time, kitten. Looks like we have a few more aces up our sleeve now.
You bet.
Diamond added to the court record. A $2 million gem, used as ransom for Dahlia, lost to Eagle River 5 years ago. The training wheel has come off now, Mia. You've got to strike while the iron is hot. That's one of my rules. Remember it. February 16, 1:49 p.m. at District Court, courtroom number 4.
What's the puppy doing? You adjusting or you want to leave?
I think she's just adjusting. She's continuing her nap. Oh, God. Why does Armando call him Kitten? So, right now, I'm playing as Mia, and we are in the past. This is like before the tutorial case, which was already in the past, so this is even further back. This is Mia's first trial. Phoenix is not in the picture right now. And Armando is like our superior, I guess. Like we're training under him, I think is how it's going. And he keeps calling her Kitten. Mia could probably file for harassment, but you know. Oh God. Oh Jesus. But why Kitten? I don't know. He's being like flirtatious with her, I think. February 16, 1:49 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Yeah, so there's Mia and not Armstrong. Armando on the right. He's a Discord dump. Oh. I made a Discord joke last time because there's like that thing where they call them kittens and shit. I'm like, I also thought he was calling false kitten. Yeah, the convict and Mia are both his Discord kittens. He's been Discording with the convict from prison for years. Oh my God. Hey, Anda, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Phoenix is still an art student. Yeah, Phoenix is still in college right now. He's in his college years. Canadian judge? I can't do a Canadian accent whatsoever, so I've been voicing him like Heisenberg from Resident Evil. This convo, it is extremely cursed, yes. Okay, I know I missed a bunch of messages, so let me just kind of like skim chat real quick. I'm going back. Catching up with chat. Armando, aggressive acoustic guitar noises. I did meet Diego. Met him last week. Speaking of Pokemon Scarlet hot characters, wait, wrong game. Say his lines like in gorilla memes, "Day good, banana found." He should stay in jail, yeah. Maybe he is guilty. It makes sense, he isn't smart enough to kidnap someone. He's also not smart enough to date someone his own age. What a dum-dum. If we're supposed to sympathize with him, make him a teenager too, right? Like, make them the same age, but I don't know what they're going for here. I'll just say this, you will never see any weird instances like this again in the rest of the series. I promise. You can ban me if I'm wrong. I'm holding you to it. I mean, the rest of the series that I'm going to be streaming anyway right now is just going to be the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Anything other than that, I would love to stream, but I'm waiting to see if maybe they'll put it on a console or PC even, because I don't even think anything's on PC right now. Okay, I think I've read all of chat between then and now. Okay. Creepiness? Yeah, lots of creepiness. Okay, anyway. Someone redeem Can someone redeem Heisenberg? You gotta redeem Heisenberg every day. I do this. I wish they port Apollo Justice. Yeah, I would love that. Original trilogy's on Steam, but that's it. Yeah, like, I really hope that they eventually put everything else on PC at least. Like, it doesn't have to be console. I'll even take a PC port. But yeah, like Apollo Justice, any of like the Edgeworth games. I know that he has some spin-offs and stuff. I would love to play those, but like, I would want to stream them. So I don't know. We'll see. Red rum. Red rum. Okay, I'm just kidding. You guys don't have to redeem Heisenberg. Now then, Ethan, let's continue with the trial of Mr. Terry Falls. Witness, are you feeling better?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll try my best.
You're a brave young lady. Not this again. I can understand a defense lawyer wanting to get her client off the hook. However, to try to pin the crime on an innocent student is... What are you talking about? My witness is not the person on trial here. She's an innocent bystander who witnessed a violent crime, that's all. Uh-huh. What possible reason would a girl like this have for murdering a policewoman? It's certainly hard to imagine this woman as a murderer. Her motive, huh? I figured that's what I had to establish next. Motive time. Well, Miss Faye, do you have any evidence of a motive? Yes, of course. I think. Huh. You're still acting as tame as a kitten. Mr. Armando. Listen, a lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Smiling on the outside while your guts are twisted in knots is the mark of a pro. Maybe so, but I wish you would quit grinning at me like that.
Excuse me. May I speak, Mr. Judge?
Of course! Mr. Judge is ready anytime you like.
I'd like to say something. Some people here are suspicious of me, right? That's why I at least wanted you, Mr. Judge, to know that it's not true.
I see. You're such an honest and upstanding young lady. It looks like this witness is a real professional. What do you mean? Look at that 100-watt smile. Just when things are darkest for her, click, she lights right up. Very well then. Let's hear what the witness has to say.
Mr. Judge, happy birthday, Mr. Judgy Judge. Happy birthday to you.
Oh my god. Leaves. Oh. That's what she's doing! Isn't this the same girl from one of the other trials? Yes, this is the same character from the tutorial case where it turned out that she was like a murderer, or, you know, she did something bad and we got her put in jail. So this is supposed to take place before that happened, but it seems like it's going the way of like, she is guilty of murder? Maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Oh my goodness. Anyone else thinks Bishi's Heisenberg sounds like a news reporter? It's definitely becoming less Heisenberg and more news reporter, because it's just easier for me to do that. I can't keep up Heisenberg unless I say Ethan every other sentence, so it's not staying. She needs to chill out. Yeah, she definitely needs to chill out. She's so toxic. Manipulative. Oh my god. It's on Android, which is possible to run through emulator, but not as good, right? Like, I want to wait and see if they'll ever port it properly to PC or console. That'd be amazing. I would love to stream that. But in the meantime, I'm playing this. When I'm done with this, I'm playing Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. After that, who knows? I do have Aviary Attorney now, which is like a bird version of Ace Attorney, but not official, like Capcom or anything. And then there's like a detective game coming out next year made by the same people who made Danganronpa. So that kind of gives me similar vibes. So maybe I could also play that if we're missing Ace Attorney vibes. So we'll see. The only way you'll play Investigations 2 is through emulation. It's one of the best games in the series. Arguably the best. You can play it on your own time. Oh, if you can play it on your own time, I would highly recommend it. Also, I really like how slightly different young Edgeworth sprites are. Yes, I love how all the sprites are slightly different, depending on what time it's taking place.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, when I saw Edgeworth, I was like, oh, he baby. Like, I think his face is different in everything. It's great. More at 11. Yes. Okay, so she's gonna give us a little sob story now.
I was out of the country until the year before last. Until I entered college, I had never even been to Eagle Mountain before. And I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago, or kidnapping a poor girl, I just think the defendant is a terrible, horrible monster.
I mean, he is a monster, but for different reasons. Out of the ordinary, eh? Precisely. Furthermore, she has no possible motive for committing murder. Indeed. You're up to bat, kitten. Sharpen those claws and put on your best smile.
You bet. Somehow, I have to tie her to this case.
Let's do it. Cross-examination! Alright, so I'm gonna save. Just so we have a good reference point. Okay, so I was out of the country until the year before last, is what she is claiming. Well, that could be true. When she faked her death 5 years ago, she could have left the country, made a new identity, came back 2 years ago, and then when he escaped, used that as an opportunity of like, oh shit, my sister's gonna tell the truth, so I gotta kill her now, and then frame him. So, what country were you living in then?
We were all living abroad, but after my parents were killed...
It was a brutal civil war. She had to try to make her way back home alone.
I lost everything. I didn't even have any personal identification. Coincidentally...
What kind of sob story is this? What do I do? Should I press her for details? Ooh, I don't know. My instinct is to press, but...
Tee-hee! I didn't have any kind of idea or way to identify myself, so I just had to tell the people when I came here that I had a different name.
They gotta welcome. Press, I guess? Witness, answer my question. I'll even repeat it for you. What country were you in? Your Honor, this line of questioning is childish. What country she was in and how many languages she may speak are irrelevant here. What we're here to evaluate is whether this witness has any connection to this case.
I've lived abroad ever since I was a little girl. That's why I could never have known Mr. Falls or Detective Hawthorne.
Yes, I think we've established that point. Yes, indeed! Well then, shall we add what you've just stated to the official testimony?
Yes, please, Mr. Judge.
Okay. I was out of the country until the year before last. Naturally, I didn't know either the victim or the defendant, which are both lies. She really is the most twisted villain so far. Yeah, it's... I mean, I think all the villains have been pretty terrible, but she is like a professional manipulator for sure. She's a character that like weaponizes her image of like pure innocence to like get everyone on her side, you know? let's press on that. You didn't know either person? Are you certain of that?
Yes, I'm afraid I'm rather shy around people.
Oh well, that can't be helped. Why is he just agreeing with everything that comes out of her mouth? The first time you saw either of them was when they were on the bridge, correct?
Yes, it was really a coincidence.
I forgot what her voice was. She's like a sociopath. Yeah, I think that's what they're going for here. That's what it seems like. Weapons grade pretty? Her weapon is prettiness. Until I entered college, I'd never even been to Eagle Mountain before. Okay. So what made you decide to go to Eagle Mountain anyway?
I just love being outdoors. Picnics, hiking, you know, that sort of thing.
You don't look like much of a hiker to me, but you do look like a digger of sorts. But Eagle Mountain is a 2-hour drive from here and no trains run through there. There are plenty of mountains that are closer and easier to get to.
Well, I went there once with the college hiking club. I fell in love with its stark, desolate beauty and its cold yet romantic gloominess.
Didn't know you were such a goth. By the way, what's the name of your college? Can't ask that? The prosecution objects to any questions that involve the witness's private life. Oh. All that matters is that she is a material witness to a crime. The witness doesn't need to respond to questions that are clearly malicious in intent.
Thank you. She's really gone too far.
Oh, honey, you hush now.
I went hiking with my parasol. My dainty, lacy parasol.
Miss Faye, you're treading on thin ice here. I hardly said anything. Talk about sensitive. I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Perhaps, but your behavior that day was very suspicious. Not only have you contradicted yourself here in court, but you know things you shouldn't. For example, the scratches on the trunk of the car.
Well, that's...
Unfortunately, Miss Faye, your last statement proves nothing. Oh, really? And why is that? The witness came to the police station once to identify the suspect. It's entirely possible that at the time, an officer showed her this photo. That seems like a rather serious mistake. That's the oldest trick in the prosecutor's book. But that's not fair.
That wicked inmate. I'll never be able to forget that horrible day.
Oh, great. Holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago. Where do you go to school? Breaks down in tears. Like, dang, I didn't know you were having such a bad time at college, girl. Jeez, can't even ask the school. Oh. How could you ask me a personal question in court? That's not what we're here for. We're here for surface level information that will not help in any way. What's your favorite color? Counsel, I hold you in contempt. Don't finger wag at me, I'll cry. Okay, holding a grudge and killing an officer. A grudge?
Well, the policewoman's testimony was crucial, wasn't it? Crucial in getting the defendant sentenced to death.
Yes, and that's precisely why he harbored such deep anger against her. So much anger that he forgot his own guilt. My client has always maintained that he's innocent of those charges.
He seems rather forgetful. Your client, I mean. Not only did he forget about what he did, but he forgot the poor policewoman as well.
What do you mean by that?
Your client. He forgot what the detective looked like, right? It's too bad for her that he didn't forget about her testimony as well.
And see, that's the thing too. I feel like if he really was harboring like a heavy grudge, he would have remembered her face, because he would have been thinking about her that whole time and wanting to kill her if that was actually what was going on here. Okay, I haven't really been writing anything down from the presses. We'll have to see if I need any of this later. Okay, so I am gonna write down that he forgot Mouse face and needed the scarf. Okay. Well, she's right about that. Mr. Falls is kind of forgetful. Let's press harder again. You said he forgot what the detective looked like. What did you mean by that?
Well, he couldn't tell who she was without some kind of identification, right?
Quite right. That's why the victim was wearing a scarf as identification.
Why, if I had been wearing a white scarf that day, then he probably would have tried to kill me.
Oh, come on, and she was the one wearing it the whole time. That's true. He's clearly a bitter man. This is bad. Mr. Falls' reputation just keeps getting worse and worse. Sometimes it's best not to poke too deep. What should I do with that last statement? Haven't added to the testimony, so leave it alone. Any more damage to my client's image could be a disaster. The judge already has a bad enough opinion of him. Unless this is gonna be a way for me to help prove something, but, so I'm gonna have a note for myself to press on this if I get stuck and feel like I need something else. Hey, Lemon, welcome in. I really like the cross-examination theme. Yeah. I love all the music, and I love this song too because it's like, it's calm enough that I can listen to it over and over and not feel like I'm losing my mind, because this is what you mostly hear when you're thinking and you're trying to figure something out. You just can't trust someone with a bad memory. What did you eat for dinner 1 week ago today? At the very least, a person should remember that much. As for me, it was payday, so I had a nice moose steak with some poutine on the side. He's so Canadian. And how does this relate to anything? Whether it's eating steak or committing murder, a person shouldn't deny their actions. I'm in complete agreement, Your Honor. We might want that statement, but let me see. Kidnapping a poor girl, I just think the defendant is a terrible monster. Songs to hyper-focus too. Oh. You knew about that incident? But weren't you out of the country until the year before last?
Well, I saw a report about the escaped convict on the news. They had an in-depth report about his whole history.
So, you were still living abroad 5 years ago, is that right?
Yes.
Can't let her get away with these lies. Oh, sorry. Listen to me. She's neck deep in this whole thing. Somehow, you're just going to have to get her to show the court her true self. Somehow, some way. Didn't know either the victim or the defendant. So we have that added to the court record. There's another option we could add to the court record as well, which I think was here. And that would be new dialogue added. Okay, in case I get stuck. We should be asking the judge all these personal questions. Poutine, haven't tried it. Poutine is good with the right cheese. I actually haven't had poutine either. I haven't tried it. I think I would like it. I mean, it's basically gravy, right? It's like a gravy? And a lot of people have it on like French fries. And it's technically Canadian, yes? Poutine needs cheese curds. Ooh. Fresh cheese curds. Now, I have had cheese curds. And it was delicious. It was so good, fried cheese curds. But I haven't had poutine. Poutine, the whole dish is fries, gravy, and cheese curds. Okay, so all of them together. Gravy and cheese curds on French fries. See, I think I'd like that. It is from Canada. Poutine is the French fries. Poutine is the fries with gravy and cheese curds. Everyone's educating me right now. Oh my god. I would love to try it. It sounds up my alley. And I've had the 3 different ingredients, right? I've had gravy before, I've had cheese curds before, and I've had French fries, but I've never had them together. I'm gonna try that. I think that there's a Canadian place that I've been to before, and I had the opportunity to try poutine, and I just didn't feel like having it in the moment. But the next time I go there, I will try. I will try the poutine. My favorite cheese is a good goat cheese. I love goat cheese. I'll just buy a block of goat cheese with crackers and just eat that. It's so good. I'm surprised the judge isn't talking about maple syrup too. Maybe he has before? We don't remember. It's originally French-Canadian, but there's a difference between Canadian poutine and French poutine you would get in Quebec, which is almost like a potato ball filled with gravy. I would also eat that. I would also try that. Ooh, a quiche. Butternut squash, caramelized onions, and goat cheese. Ooh. Ooh. What crackers do you eat? Oh, you eat it with stuff? Why, you just eat goat cheese on its own? We've had this same conversation, Flame. You've asked me the same thing, and I said the same answer. Townhouse butter crackers. Or plain, like, salted saltines. This sounds about- I'm telling you. You asked that same thing. Yeah, we always get 3 different crackers. I like normal saltines, I like the Townhouse butter crackers, and I like, it's like Cars wafer crackers. They're like thin and really crunchy. I like that too. So. Got a lot of cheese and crackers fans in here. How many grew up eating Lunchables? Because that's why we're here now. Hey, just chillin'. Welcome in. She said she didn't know the defendant, but also that she read a report on him. Exactly. So she's just constantly lying. But I have to figure out how to, like, prove the contradictions here. So I still have to look through all the evidence. I haven't even looked through it yet. I'm just kind of, like, looking over what she said. But welcome in. Let me see. Don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer, holding a grudge, and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago. Let me look at- oops. Let me look at the new dialogue that she gave us. Yeah, naturally I didn't know either the victim or the defendant, so let's look at what I have. We have a picture of the map, worn by the victim on Dusky Bridge. Taken by the witness. Okay, so in reality what's going on in this picture, right? I'm remembering from last week, is that that's actually Dahlia on the right, who is posing as Melissa. She's wearing the scarf, she's wearing the whole outfit, and she's confronting him on the bridge because Valerie is already dead in the trunk of his car. She leaves after this. This is a photo taken with the automatic camera. With the timer function. Okay. Photo of the trunk of Fall's car. Yeah, there she is. And then we have the diamond. And of course the diamond is pink too. Like everything she owns is pink. She is giving all pink lovers a bad name. Maybe I want the other dialogue. I'm gonna save again. Let me have the other dialogue pop up, because I'm not really seeing what I want to present. Don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer, holding a grudge and killing. Okay, so if I press here, we can add new dialogue. I think it's here. He forgot his own guilt. He forgot everything. Press harder. You said he forgot what the detective looked like. What did you mean by that?
Well, he couldn't tell who she was without some kind of identification, right?
Quite right. That's why the victim was wearing a scarf as identification.
Why, if I had been wearing a white scarf that day, he probably would have tried to kill me.
And then we want to add this to the record. Let's see, it's getting worse and worse. Have it added, yeah. Your Honor, what the witness said just now was tremendously important. I'd like it added to the official testimony. The prosecution has no objection. After all, the defendant is a killer, and a mentally unbalanced one at that. That testimony only helps to further prove that point. No, that's not why I... Enough! Witness, if you would.
My pleasure, Mr. Judge.
Okay. Guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. Interesting. Is the other one still there? Okay, so we have both of the pieces of dialogue now. Guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing... Okay, so we'll press this now. Y'all talking about cheese again? We talk about cheese a lot here. Whenever I would visit my grandpa, I would eat crackers with peanut butter. Ooh, saltines or... Oh yeah, Ritz crackers, also good. I ate those more when I was younger for some reason. I don't really pick them out now. Lunchables are just baby's first charcuterie board. Jesus, food of the gods. So many criminals in Ace Attorney wear pink. Pink is evil, excuse me? Okay, I guess I'm evil now. Umbridge, yeah. That's another evil pink character. You know, I think what it is pink is associated with, like, sweetness, right? Like, that's the image that she's portraying, is she is a very sweet person, she's innocent, she's pure, she could never hurt a fly, she has butterflies floating around her. So she has a lot of pink, and then come to find out she's actually, like, a terrible person. So it's kind of, like, just used as a narrative device, so to say. And the same thing with Umbridge, right? Like, she was, I mean, it's been forever since I read the frickin' books, but, she touts herself as, like, a great person, and she's the best, whatever, and then come to find out she's a terrible person secretly, so I think it's just, like, being used in a way. Yeah, pink is amazing, don't let them destroy pink. Exactly, exactly. They're using pink for bad things, okay. Secretly, I mean, you know what I mean. At first. It's good character design. Hey, Pearl, welcome. Welcome in. How can we not talk about cheese when the heir to the Charles Entertainment Cheese Empire is blessing us with their presence? Oh, I wish I had like a Chuck E. Cheese like head that I could put on, like a helmet or costume. Always has been. What was the question that got us talking about cheese? Flame asking what kind of crackers I like. That's what. Okay, I'm gonna press her on the scarf dialogue. What do you mean by lucky? Oh, hello. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome, the Scott Spot. Thank you so much for the raid, and thank you so much for the follow, Park. I appreciate it. We are in the middle of Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations at the moment, but welcome in, everyone. I think it's time. Okay, I have to do this now. There you go. Let me switch over here for a minute so you can really take it in. Also, my dog is here, so she also got worms all over her. You want to say hello? There she is. So yeah. If you redeem Worm Bucket, I have to dump this entire bucket of magic worms on myself. And also Poppy is here. Her name is Poppy, like the flower. She's very small. She was taking a nap and I've woken her up now. She's like, get these off of me. And now she's leaving. She's like, I don't want anything to do with this. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye. She took some worms with her. Anyway, I've been obsessed with these since I was little, and when I became an adult, I realized I had adult money and I could make terrible choices, so I bought 246 of these bad boys. So I just have an entire bucket filled with them. And you can make me dump them on my head now. Spouse? You're married? Yeah, I actually just recently got married, so it's still very new. The people who are saying, wait, you're married, know already, they just like to pretend they don't know when there's new people around. Like, I I never tell my chat anything. So me and Ruuuvo, that's my spouse, one of my mods, just got married. Oh, it's been, oh Jesus. It's been over 2 weeks for sure at this point. It's gonna be 3 weeks like this weekend, right? Let me see. 1, 2, no, it's been, oh my god, it's been even longer. Let's see, 1, 2, I mean, I have to count, that's how recent it is. 1, 2, 3. It's been 3 weeks, and it's about to be 4 weeks this weekend. Okay. So almost like a month. We're getting up to like almost a month married. So very new to married life, but yeah. Scott's engaged to one of his mods too. I think it's just like your mods should be people that you really trust to, you know, enforce your rules and kind of keep the community safe for everybody. So it makes sense to have your partner as a mod, you know, if they know how Twitch stuff works and all of that. So Ruuuvo's been my mod from the beginning. And I don't see that changing anytime soon. But yeah, so Ruuuvo is mod MVP. So makes sense that your fiance is also your mod. I make the joke of like Ruuuvo got a promotion because they're mod and then I married them. So even though we were together before that. But anyway. Wait, you're a Twitch streamer? Wait, you stream? Wait, Ruuuvo's your mod? Oh god. Wait, you play games? Wait, your spouse moderates a Twitch streamer? Which one? Which one? Which could it be? Congrats on the promotion, Ruuuvo. Let's all stop chatting for the next 2 minutes just so I can catch up. Thanks, everyone. Thank you. The ... I thought I said something weird, I'm gonna be honest, because I can see the most recent chat here while I'm catching up here. And I thought I said something wrong because everyone's like ... Y'all are giving me anxiety. Oh my goodness, stop! Stop! Y'all are so mean. Y'all, this is cyberbullying. This is cyberbullying. My chat hates me and my videos, my streams. Oh my god. Well, I did catch up, so it did work. I can't deny it worked. Oh, and here comes Brandon with the Buy My Silence for 3 minutes. Well, you know what? That works because I wanted to show my trailer anyway. Later, fellas. You just redeem that and leave. You just redeem it and leave. Hey, Brandon. Hope you're having a good night, a good time. Let me get my timer. Oh my god. Okay. What the most recent message currently? Not anymore. Let me just catch up with chat and then I'll do the silence. I have a dangerous power over chat sometimes, it's distressing. You're just influential. And I say, BishiStream is one of the rare streams where both the chat and streamer are entertaining AF. Oh, of course, like, I feel like chat is just as funny as me. No, funnier than, no. Chat is very funny and makes me laugh all the time, and my streams would not be the same without y'all's input, absolutely, so. Don't actually do it, just wanted to troll. You're okay? No, I gotta do it! I gotta do it! You paid birds for it! I gotta do it! It's fine, it's just 3 minutes. I'm gonna do my trailer, because I wanted to show it. And then, when I come back, I'll just be like... until the timer's done. Okay, let me show y'all this trailer. See y'all in a second.
Let's get back to monster f***ing.
Squee, forgive me, mistress. I mean, oink oink. I'm gay. Key, why are you so shiny? Show us your meat. Show us your meat. Show us your meat. Show us your meat. Oh. Woo! Get his ass! Ah! 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 Jesus Christ! No!
I am covering the most important part of this scene right now with my camera, so give me a second. Please! look in the bottom left right now.
Show us your meat! 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 Show us your meat!
Me? Gungaga.
Okay, I can talk now. I think I need to do surgery on a worm. I was just trying to playfully tie them together. I was gonna make like a chain of them. And I pulled on his tail too hard and I ripped it off. I ripped it off! It's a little Cheeto! It's a little Cheeto! Oh. Poor little guy. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I was just trying to be silly. I accidentally became violent instead. Oh god. Okay, anyway. I'm back. We just witnessed a crime. They did surgery on a worm. Such violence. Really took homie's life like that, huh? Listen, it was an accident. I'm gonna be found guilty for worm slaughter. Worm slaughter! It's okay, we're gonna do surgery on him and fix him and he'll be all better. I mean, honestly, a lot of them are already missing like an eye or two. This one's fine. I bet I have one here that's missing an eye. Let me look. Do any of you need eye surgery too? I dropped one. Oh god. I think they're all actually fine. I think they all have their eyes. Oh, here we go. Here's a Cyclops worm. Oh, God. Poor creatures. Criminal worm negligence. Do you need a nurse? I'm here to run anesthesia. Anesthesia on a worm. Most gruesome stream I've ever seen. Let's put Bishi on trial. Hold on. Oh, but I need a better... Okay, I'll save that. I'll bookmark that in my brain for a minute from now. I'm holding you all hostage until you make a good joke. That's not too much of a challenge for this chat. Y'all are hilarious. PP, that's my joke! Not funny! Not funny, didn't laugh. Made me laugh. If you make the streamer laugh, you win! That's it. Oh no! What does that mean? What does that mean? Okay, anyway. I have to at least try to play Ace Attorney. But y'all keep having fun. Y'all keep having fun. Oh my god. Okay, so I think I just pressed her and then we got the raid. So, what do you mean by lucky?
Well, it's February now. Everyone's wearing scarves.
I'm gonna wait till you're having fun and then ruin it? Wow. Wow. Okay, well, give me a second. Because I had an idea. When y'all said you wanted to put me on trial, okay. You want to put me on trial? Huh? You'll see. You'll see. Oh god, where is it? Where am I? It won't let me click on myself. Here. No? Oh god. Where's my bishy bug? Oh. What? This one? Okay, I found it. Okay, anyway. Put me on trial then! For my crimes. Get bishy bugged.
You know what? Everyone in this chat is just really cool.
So sweet. Girl, you're wearing spaghetti straps in February. Yeah, let's address... let's address this. What is she wearing? Why are you wearing a camisole? Tank top spaghetti strap shirt with a parasol. Not even a full umbrella. You're going up to the mountains when it's raining. A wedding dress? It almost does look like a version of a wedding dress. And that's how fancy it is. Like, why do you have to dress like this constantly? And she wears this every day. Listen, it's her court outfit. It's all she has. This is all she has. This is the most formal outfit she has. Spaghetti straps. Are you even allowed to wear spaghetti straps in a courtroom? Then again, all the characters in this game just dress however they feel like dressing. Nothing matters. There's no rules. The transparent pink thing is cute. I will say the, like, shawl, it is giving what it needs to give. Absolutely. It's just too bad that she's a terrible person. It's just too bad she's a monster. I hopefully will have enough energy to draw Ace Attorney Bishy fan art. Oh, that would be amazing. I would love that. What I don't love is that someone said Clussy. What is that referring to? What does the C stand for? I'm scared. Where does she get the butterflies, and are they the same ones every time? They're like on little strings attached to her, like little wires, and she just walks around with like these fake butterflies on her just to give the the portrayal of innocence, but they're fake. Because if they were real, you would think that they would detect her evil and fly away. Oh, Clussy is a recent Ace Attorney meme. Don't look it up. It's a spoiler for a future game. Damn it. I'll just be out of the loop then. Someone ban Lemon for bringing that up. Oh, okay. There is a sexy clown woman. Okay, that's okay. I'm okay with knowing that. That's not too spoilery. So it's clown. The C stands for clown. Okay. I got it. Y'all still have not put me on trial for my supposed crimes? The worm is fine. It's alive. Okay? It was an accident. I swear.
I swear, it was an accident. I would never do anything evil or wrong ever in my entire life. How could I? I'm just such a nice person.
Nobody's perfect, y'all. Nobody's perfect. God forbid we don't get that Clussy. Dear God. It's not always the narrative. Video game character is a fashion icon and also a terrible person that needs to be stopped. It's so wrong. Can't someone be fashionable and good? That's from like the 5th game. Yeah, don't worry, I won't look it up. Oh, 6th game. How long is this game? I feel like it's been in the game rotation for a solid 2 years. Yeah, I've taken like 2 hiatuses. I'm in the last game of the trilogy though. Like I'm very close to being done. But I took like a 6-month break like last year, and then I took a 3-month break this year. I'm not enjoying Ace Attorney. It's just shit keeps happening, man. So it's still going, but I'm almost done. Cause there's 3 games too. Like this is 3 games in 1, so that's also why it's taken a while. I've actually played quite a few games from Ace Attorney at this point. They're actually moths trying to eat her clothes. We have gathered here today for the trial of BishiDove. Objection! There was no crime, the worm was already dead. What about the worm that's missing an eye? That I had nothing to do with. BishiDove stands on trial for gross endangerment and gross negligence of their worms. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Oh. Brandon has redeemed Simlish for 3 minutes. Now they can't defend themselves. Get them. No! Oh, God.
Squanity. Snabonity. Do-wanna-do. Squanity. Do-wanna. Gabana. Delorpy. Skanorby Narpy.
Scorpy-doo. Balloony Dawana. Hawani. Doobie Budooty. And Badooty Woody Bagoody. Swanee Wanna-do. Skolorshna. Iguana Looty. Borsha Balorna. Bagoony. Dorpadoo. Dorpadoo. Dorpadoo! Shlorna Borna. Badoopy. Soupy. Soul Soul. Soul Soul! Dawana. Scoonina. Bawani Nooni. Baduna Wana. Baduna Wana. Lorpy Dorpy. Scorpina Woodoo. Shoopy Badoopy. Scoopy Banoopy. Dwana Doody. Plana Wana. Badoody. Scorna. Shooda. Wanna do. Badorda.
Me? Gungaga.
Gungaga Badorna. Scoony. Lorpy. Lorpy Duda. Skanoony. Wanna do. Wanna do. Skanoony. Boosha. Bawoony. Bawoony! And Scorpadorpa. Scorpadorpa-doo. Scorpy-doo! Scorpy-doody! Dawana! Soul Soul! Dawana. Scorpy! Banuna. Baduda. Okay, I'm done. Never do that to me again. Oh! 3 minutes is a long time, isn't it? So long! Okay. Okay. Anyway. That was a challenge. I was trying to make up more words, and I was really struggling. Yeah, posture check. Thank you. Oh god. Local streamer goes insane. Oh, Jesus Christ. I would like to request a testimony from a witness we have recovered. Step into the courtroom, if you will. What's the witness, chat? Okay. I'm not even gonna read the rest of chat. It's just all of y'all either defending me or wanting me to go to prison forever. Okay. I'm actually gonna play Ace Attorney now. I said what I said. Scoopy Badoopy. And there really doesn't need to be any more words said about that, honestly. Okay. It's February now. Everyone is wearing scarves.
If I had accidentally worn a white scarf like he said...
Then you yourself might have been killed. That would have been a terrible loss for this world. It looks like you pressed too hard this time, kitten. Mr. Armando. Keep looking around you and you're going to lose sight of the finish line. Justice is blind, but she's not deaf. Sometimes you have to know when not to talk. So I think his advice is like, that's probably not the route that I want to take, which she was hinting at anyway, but you know. Yeah, we're actually playing the game now. Lame. I think Bishy's losing it. So the usual? Wow. Just occasional rambling about some guy with an eye patch. Listen, he's just like really cool. Okay. So, I am understandably very lost right now. Not even the notes can save me. We got so sidetracked. That was like 40 minutes, I swear. Okay. So we have 2 bits of dialogue that have been added to the testimony. This one, naturally I didn't know either the victim or the defendant, and then this one. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. So, what do you have to present? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I basically gotta catch her in a contradiction and then present some evidence that's going to prove that contradiction. The only new piece of information I have is this one, but I don't think we're quite ready yet. Basically, I think this is supposed to be our motive. And I am trying to find her motive. Oh, the scarf. It is supposed to be white. It looks blue, but it is white. I think they just like made it a very blue-white. So you're right. It looks blue, but they're not addressing it as blue. Like, it's just what it looks like in the picture. It's not like a contradiction or anything, unfortunately. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do, because we've got sidetracked quite a bit, I'm gonna go and press on everything, and I'm just gonna take like some little bullet point notes real quick on little things that she says. That might kind of help me, and I'll try to narrow down what I'm supposed to say. Hey, Violet! Welcome in. Howdy, howdy. So let me see, I was out of the country until the year before last. I feel like I remember what she said. She said that she was out of the country the whole time. She didn't want to talk about it because she said her parents died, and then she came back like 2 years ago. I remember that. So maybe I have something that can prove, I don't know. I have to prove that she's lying about her identity. It's weird because like I know the answer now, but I don't know how to prove the answer and where like the contradiction is that'll help me get there. But she's saying she came back like 2 years ago. She said she's never met Valerie or Falls. We know that's not true, but I have to find a way to prove it, which I don't feel I can do until I can prove who she is. So I don't think that's what I'm going for right now. Out of the country until the year before last. I didn't know either the victim or the defendant. Until I entered college, I had never even been to Eagle Mountain before. So maybe we can disprove that. Or maybe something to do with the scarf? By the witness. Confidential police materials written by the victim. So this is from Valerie's point of view. Wear the white scarf. Dr. Dahlia told you this time the whole truth must come out. Like, I feel like I'm at that point where, like, I'm getting ahead of myself, where I'm, like, thinking about the end game, but I need to lead up to it. That's something that I fall into a lot. Photo of the trunk. So we know that it's suspicious that she knows about the trunk. Edgeworth kind of talked about that, like, oh, she could have seen the picture when she was at, you know, giving her witness statement or whatever. Okay. Check the witness's photo with this, has a timer function. And then we have the diamond. Lost Eagle River 5 years ago. So we have the diamond, but like, there's nothing I can connect it to yet. It's gonna come up later, but... So, I remember what she says for this. I'm gonna press on everything else and just like get a refresher, because it's been like 40 minutes. Like this game, this girl is evil. Yeah, she's so evil. We saw her in the tutorial case, and now we have to deal with her again. I didn't think they'd be bringing her back again. Gonna lurk. Have a great stream. Farewell. Thanks so much for your lurk, Pearl, and thanks for hanging out with us. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Sending brain cells your way. Thank you. I think it's just like my mind is kind of frazzled because of all of the stuff we just did for an hour. And I haven't played it since last week, so. Okay, you didn't know either person. Are you certain? I'm shy. I'm shy! The first time you saw them was when they were on the bridge. Okay, yeah, so she's saying... Saw V and F first time, which is a lie. On bridge. It was a coincidence! So quirky! Never been to Eagle Mountain. Yeah, and then what made you decide to go there? Love being outdoors. It's a 2-hour drive. Plenty of mountains that are closer. Went there with the college hiking club. Fell in love with the place. And then we can't ask her what school she goes to. Okay. She's gone too far! Yeah, we don't really get anything from that. Don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. You know things you shouldn't. The scratches on the trunk. Right. And then he helps her out. At the police station, she might have seen the photo. That's his defense. At the station, okay. And they always like to say that.
Show us your meat.
Blah, blah, blah.
OMG, like I'm so quirky and spontaneous. Hee hee.
Holding a grudge. Then we have this one. Policewoman's testimony was crucial. And then... Like, maybe this is a situation where she knows too much? Like, we already proved she knew too much with the scratches on the trunk. Of course, Edgeworth is like, no, it's not true. But maybe there's something else I'm just not catching her on, like the fact that she knows about the scarf, or the fact that she knows about... Maybe it's that. Maybe it's that she knows about the scarf identification because... I mean, does she already know that, though? Like, have we established that she knows about that? Let me actually read through all of Chapter 4 notes. Let's see. Especially when she comes into the picture. We have the eyewitness of the crime. Yeah, and then we got her to testify. She was taking pictures of wildflowers. She lied about how, like, the altercation went. So basically we're saying she did not see the murder.
And we're right now claiming that she actually killed Valerie. And then we're saying that she took pictures of herself with a timer. Okay. The scarf was found on the bridge because it's muddy, but Valerie's body has no mud on it, so she did not fall on the bridge. She was already in the trunk before the meeting occurred, is what we're establishing. Yeah, the body could only be put in the trunk. At the time of the incident, Mel wasn't in the field. Where was she? She was on the bridge. Body was put in the trunk before the meeting. What's her name? Melissa? Hid the body in the trunk and disguised as V, met with F, took photo with timer. So I have that written down. Mel is the real culprit. So that's the last thing I have from last week. And then we know now that Falls was dating Dahlia, which was the victim from 5 years ago. And then Dahlia and Mel, or Dahlia/Mel is Valerie's little sister. Dahlia betrayed Falls. The kidnapping was planned by all three of them. But see, this is like, I don't know. Got Valerie's face. Maybe it's that she knows about the scarf, because I don't have anything in here about it necessarily, like, that she would know. So maybe that's what it is. Got his own guilt. Let's maintain that he's innocent. Seems rather forgetful. Forgot about what he did, but forgot the poor policewoman. Like, why would she know that, right? Guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. I'm just gonna go out on a limb because I've been stuck here for a minute, and I feel like maybe it's having to do with the scarf. Yeah, I think it's because it's confidential, like she shouldn't have known about that. So it's just kind of like face value, like she should not know this information, and I couldn't remember that she had not established knowing that already from like last time I played it. Okay. It's true. Mr. Falls did give instructions to Valerie Hawthorne about their meeting. The note that she left said, "Wear white scarf for identification." Yes, what about it? Isn't it obvious? Doesn't it strike you as odd? That note was a secret piece of evidence. How is it that the witness knows about it? Yeah, there you go. It's like a simple answer. It just took me a minute to piece it together. Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry. Did I get a feather in my eye? There's been a lot of the fan feathers flying around. Okay, I think I'm fine. Gotta love when the music stops playing. That's when you know you got it. I know, like, the relief you feel playing this game when there's silence is actually the opposite of what you would think. It's just a little girl bossing. Don't remember, even though I played it myself. Oh, that's totally fine. 6 months from now, I won't remember any of these answers. I wouldn't remember either. Order! Order! It is odd, isn't it? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, did you show top secret evidence to the witness? Your Honor, I certainly never gave anyone permission to do such a thing. In that case, the only way the witness could know about the note would be...
Just a moment. Of course I didn't know about the note. It's just, I saw it when it happened, with my own eyes. When the victim went to see the killer, she used her own scarf to signal him.
How would you piece that together? Like, really, girl?
That's why I assumed that the signal was a white scarf.
Oh, come on. I suppose that makes sense. Come on, Mia. You can't let her weasel out of it that easily. Witness, sorry, but your explanation isn't going to work here.
But why? It's true. That's what I saw.
Impossible. There's no way you could have seen the victim use a white scarf to signal him. Oh.
Right, because like the way it's all laid out, she shouldn't have been able to see where they were, I guess. So the map? Here's the definitive piece of evidence that proves it. It's not it, is it? I'm gonna have to load a save. That's your definitive piece of evidence. Ah, yes, if my thinking is correct. It's not. It's not. Well then, we have one mystery solved. The answer is simple. Miss Faye's thinking is wrong. That's all there is to it. Huh? Please, kitten. You've got to do something. You're killing me over here. Even he's disappointed. Miss Faye, I've got a definitive penalty to reward you for your definitive piece of evidence. I gotta load this save. That's 3. That is 3. I gotta do this again. Okay, I'm gonna save later. Oh god. Okay. So I was supposed to show this. Let me save a little bit after. Okay. Let me save here, I guess. If Godot called me kitten, I would die. The second that Armando popped up in this, like, prequel, prologue story, and started calling her kitten, I was like, what is he doing? What is he doing? Stop. Oh. I appreciate you getting the wrong answers on purpose for the funny dialogue. Yes, that was very pro gamer of me, I know. I want everyone to enjoy all the different aspects of this game. So, you know, sometimes I get it wrong on purpose so that you guys can enjoy some additional flavor text. Yeah. I'm so glad that you recognize that. Oh. She used her own scarf to signal him. So I assume the signal was a white scarf. Saving again. This text tasted so good. That flavor was just impeccable. Just amazing. Impossible. There's no way you could have seen the victim use a white scarf. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know if it's the scarf or if it's like the car trunk photo. I don't know why it's not clicking. Why is it impossible that she could have seen her use the scarf to signal him? I'm gonna pick the right answer eventually, and I'm gonna be surprised at what the, like, explanation is, because I'm just not seeing it right now. It's always funny when Phoenix or Mia are so confident, and then they make you present the evidence, and you're like, right? She's like, it's impossible. No one could think that that's possible. It's just simply logical that you would not think that. And I'm sitting here like, picture. Funny picture. I'm gonna try this. It's not that, okay. Oopsie! Fine, I'll try the scarf. I just don't know what it is. I don't know why. Like, I can't even fathom. It was a scarf. You've said several times in your testimony that the victim was wearing a scarf. A white scarf, correct?
Yes. Is something wrong?
That's what I'd like to know, Miss Foster. Have a look at this. It's the victim's scarf. I'm sure people would disagree about what to call this color. However, what? It certainly is not white. So it is meant to be blue. Why was that never addressed before, though? Like, they just gave me the scarf and were like, here's the white scarf. So I just assumed the game was not lying, and I was like, well, it's kind of blue tone, but okay, I guess. Alright, well, the color is wrong then. What the hell? See, that's just me believing the game when it tells me something. It's not white. You knew what the note said. She knew. The contents of the note? No! It says, wear white scarf for identification. That's the reason why you said it was white. Well, Miss Foster?
No!
I can't believe the game gaslighted you! I've been gaslighted! Order, order! Mr. Edgeworth, I'm waiting for an explanation. I'm quite sure this note wasn't leaked to the public. And yet, this witness knew exactly what the note said. At the time of the murder, the number of people that knew were quite limited. Terry Falls is one. The person who wrote the note, Valerie Hawthorne, is another. And finally, one more person. Did you say one more person? That's right. A person that no one would have suspected. Have you figured it out, kitten? Yep. The third person that knew the contents of the note was... Oh, I can also say this. Dahlia Hawthorne deceased, Valerie's younger sister, victim of the kidnap murder, fell from bridge, no body found. Ah. So I should probably say Dahlia, even though right now I know that this person and this person are the same. So I'm gonna say Dahlia. And that person is Dahlia Hawthorne. Dahlia Hawthorne? I've never heard that name before. Look at the victim's note. This is what it says. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time. There is her name right there. What's this? So, who is this person? This Dahlia Hawthorne? Sigh. Miss Faye must be desperate if she's trying to bring the dead back to life. The dead? Dahlia Hawthorne was the victim's deceased younger sister. She was killed in a crime 5 years ago. Killed in a crime? You don't mean... Yes, she was kidnapped and killed by Terry Falls. You said she was killed, but was she really? What are you implying? Of course, people thought she had died 5 years ago, when she fell off of Dusky Bridge and was lost in the Eagle River. However, her corpse was never found. She was declared legally dead 5 years ago. As far as the law is concerned, Dahlia Hawthorne is officially dead. But the fact remains that her body was never recovered. Dahlia Hawthorne was 14 years old 5 years ago. If she were still alive, she would be 19 now. Melissa Foster. I believe that's the same age you are. Mm-hmm. Even you couldn't. Miss Faye, you're not saying... But I am. That's precisely what I'm saying. This witness before us is the girl that was kidnapped and killed 5 years ago. This girl is, in fact, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. What? Oh, the scarf is blue. No way, it's white. But wait, it was actually blue and you didn't know that! The art team said, we exist. Nice work. That was like tossing a grenade into a 3-alarm fire. But unless you can tie all the loose ends together, you're nothing but a hit-and-run arsonist. I understand. If I can expose her true nature, I can turn this whole case on its head. Now is my chance to make Mr. Edgeworth squirt. Witness! Just who are you anyway?
I'm...
I didn't think it would come to this. That's enough. You don't have to say any more, witness.
Yes, I understand.
What? Mr. Edgeworth, explain yourself! Your Honor, I have an admission to make. I honestly never thought the defense would pursue the matter this far. You don't mean... Yes, the prosecutor's office isn't filled with fools, you know. Naturally, we conduct full background checks on all of our witnesses. What did he say? Huh. It looks like the kid knew. He knew her true identity from the get-go. No way, but then why? If you hadn't revealed her secret, he wasn't going to say anything about it. All he wanted was her testimony, so he made a little trade. Let me introduce you to the victim's younger sister, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Frickin' butterflies. The frickin' butterflies! But, I thought she died 5 years ago! We thought so as well, but, well, as you can see... Why? Why did she hide her identity for 5 years? That has nothing to do with the current case. She was merely an accidental witness to a crime. Accidental? I don't believe that for a minute. For the last 5 years, she's been playing the role of victim. And now we find her acting suspiciously at the scene of another murder. Really, Miss Faye, I must say, your strategy here is painfully obvious. You're trying to pin your client's crime on an innocent witness in order to win. At any cost. How dare you? Please, let us take a moment to think. 5 years ago, this girl was kidnapped and nearly killed. But even worse than that, 5 years later... Let me, just jot down that, So... Edgeworth knew who Dahlia was. Okay. But even worse than that, 5 years later, Dahlia Hawthorne lost something much more precious, her big sister. Miss Faye must be insane to even suggest that she murdered her. What? It happens. I'm inclined to agree with the prosecutor's logic. Miss Faye, do you have any evidence to back up your assertion? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Let's find out. What possible reason would this witness have for killing her beloved sister? Well, you see, I thought I was winning, but somehow he's turned it around on me. Turnabout. Huh. I think you need a little push in the right direction, kitten. The defense is prepared to present evidence supporting our claim. I think that was actually, Armando speaking. Oops. That wasn't me. It was this guy. This crazy coffee addict. I think we've heard enough empty threats from you, old man. Huh. What makes you think they're empty, boy? Because your protege looks like she's sweating bullets. I am sweating bullets. Oh, dear God. You think you're in a tough spot, huh? Of course. Aren't I? No. You've just arrived at the moment of truth, that's all. Whether you win or lose, that's up to you. Up to me? Sigh, the rashness of youth. How charming. It's coming from someone younger than me. Now then, let's not waste any more time. Miss Faye. What motive would this witness have for murdering her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne? Well, that would be the diamond. Edgy boy. Eggy boy. This theme is so creepy and serene at the same time. Oh yeah, the theme from a minute ago. I mean, it's the diamond. What is this? Is this the defense's idea of a joke? If so, I certainly don't get the punchline. Well, Miss Faye? Oh, that was the rashness of youth. It wasn't the diamond? The rashness of youth? And what is your point in furthering such a stereotype? Oh, no, her motive for... No, that was the kidnapping. Okay, I just had the wrong thinking. I'm sorry! I got ahead of myself again. It's the note that says the truth must come out. Okay. I got it. I'm sorry. I pressed the wrong thing. Save again. I even talked about it earlier. I was like, oh, that's why she killed her sister, because she was gonna tell the truth. Okay. Thanks for the flavor text, Bishy. Anytime. You know me. I purposely get things wrong because I just want you guys to see what was said, you know? So you see what happens if you do the wrong thing, which I would never do, honestly. I never get things wrong. The story starts after Terry Falls escaped. He called Valerie and told her he wanted to meet. This is the note she left. It says, "Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out." Valerie Hawthorne gave Dahlia a warning. She told her she was going to reveal to the world the whole truth. The whole truth? There was a dangerously important secret between Valerie and Dahlia. That's the reason Dahlia felt she had to kill Valerie, to keep her mouth shut permanently. A terrific story, Miss Faye. If you like fiction, that is. Enlighten the court, Miss Faye. What was the secret that was so important? Where's your evidence? Dahlia and Valerie Hawthorne and Terry Falls. There's only one important secret that connects them all. Oh yes, I know this secret. Your Honor, the defense would like to request further testimony. What testimony? Regarding the kidnapping 5 years ago, we believe it will explain a lot of things, such as the nature of the important secret between the Hawthorne sisters. Ugh. She's not happy. Very well. I'll grant your request for further testimony. I know it'll be painful for you, but can you enlighten us once more, my little maple leaf?
Yes, I'll try, Mr. Judge.
Oh yeah, he's 100% Canadian. Putting on the old charm one more time, Dahlia? But this will be the last time you hide behind your womanly wiles. Maple, eh? This judge needs out of the system. Both the judges in this game should not be judges.
5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls. The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister Valerie brought it to the bridge. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm.
Okay, that's all true.
That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind.
And then this is where she starts lying. She jumped off the bridge into the water.
I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money. So I decided to change my identity and start a new life.
Okay. The kidnapping left her emotionally scarred. With her sister's help, she left the Hawthorne family and started all over again. And we're to believe after all that she murdered her sister? Preposterous. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Miss Faye. Yes, Your Honor. As you've heard, the witness is still traumatized from the kidnapping. I'll ask you again to be extremely gentle in your cross-examination. Mr. Edgeworth got the jump on me again. Huh. If we're not allowed to fight, then let's twist some arms. Listen up. We've still got that info, that ace up our sleeve. What info? Come on, kitten. Don't say you've forgotten already. The fact that the kidnapping 5 years ago was staged. That's right. It was a fake kidnapping. Terry Falls told us that in the lobby. I'd do anything she says. Anything Dahlia says. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by... Yeah, me and Dahlia, and Valerie too. Yes, that's it. The fake kidnapping is your best shot, Mia. Fake kidnapping. Okay. That's her secret. This judge needs to be out of the system, a bit too easy to influence. And then the other judge is just like, no thoughts, head empty at all times. He doesn't know what's going on, ever. All the judges in the system are horny AF. Oh, they need to quit it. Okay, 5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls. Did you and Mr. Falls have a relationship?
Yes, as a tutor.
You were tutoring him, Mr. Falls?
No, of course not. Don't be ridiculous. Mr. Falls came to the house to tutor me.
That makes sense. 5 years ago, she was only 14. He probably came up with the kidnapping plan during that time. The Hawthorns are in the jewelry trade and are quite wealthy, you see. Okay, so she's saying F was her tutor. The other judge just wants to watch his stories. He just wants to watch his soap operas and sit on the couch. Oh, I thought they were the same judge at first. The first one just older. No, yeah, this is a completely different judge because this one's like Canadian. And the other judge is just not Canadian. And then they have different hairstyles and everything. Yeah. Quite the clever fellow, that Mr. Falls. Did I hear him right? Did he just call Mr. Falls a clever fellow? What is he saying there? Ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister Valerie brought it to the bridge. I heard the diamond is valued in the neighborhood of $2 million. $2 million?!
It was still uncut, so it was about the size of a pint of milk.
A $2 million pint of milk? I don't know what to think about that. The defendant demanded that her sister, Valerie, make the exchange. Not as a detective, of course, but as an individual. By the way, I want to ask you, Mr. Edgeworth, why do you think he wanted to make the exchange up there on that mountain? If he ever got surrounded, it would be hard to escape. There's one thing a kidnapper wants to prevent, and that's police involvement. In a place like that, it would be easy to tell if he was being followed. With only one entrance to the mountain, he was ensuring his safety. Okay, one entrance to mountain. No police. Okay. Yoda voice. Ah yes, the two regional variants, Japanophorian judge and Canadian judge. There's only two kinds of judges.
What a wickedly clever man that Mr. Falls is.
So they're all saying he's clever. He's not. Yeah, right. It was all your plan.
Anyway, Valerie brought the diamond to the mountain and...
After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm. See, they were saying he's so forgetful earlier, and now they're saying he's clever. That was a dangerous thing to do, considering you were being held hostage.
Yes, but actually that saved my life.
What do you mean?
You see, Mr. Falls was holding a knife in his right hand. Somehow I just knew he was going to use it.
Okay, so she's saying... See, when they say right or left hand, I have to write that down. Add knife in right hand. That might be something that gets contradicted.
I knew he was going to use that knife to kill me. That's why my sister shot him. It was to save me.
So Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. Okay, so... So I have to wonder, the arm that he got shot in, is that the right arm? Because if it wasn't, then that's a contradiction right there. I don't know if I have a way of knowing where the gunshot wound is. It might not be something I need to worry about, but... Maybe it doesn't matter. It doesn't say anywhere where he was shot. Okay. Taking some notes. Okay. So Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I'd like to hear more about what happened right at that moment.
Well, when Mr. Falls was shot in the right arm, he let go of me.
Okay, so she's saying that he was shot in the right arm.
So that matches. He let go.
I was dazed. I turned to try and run away, but Mr. Falls turned to grab me as well. As I ran past, he and I locked eyes for a second, and he gave me a large, bloodthirsty grin.
Bloodthirsty grin. Oh.
And in the next instant,
I advise the court to remember that the river is 18 feet deep and incredibly swift. Okay. You know what Dahlia's hair reminds me of? A cobra head. Oh. That would make sense. Mm-hmm. I wonder if that is like something they thought about when they were designing her.
I was a strong swimmer, but I was knocked out. When I came to, I had been carried away by the river to a strange place. I'll never forget that day. The crumbling bridge, nowhere to run, then just one little shove from behind. That was it.
So she's saying she was shoved from behind. She keeps saying it, so off the bridge.
Before my sister could catch me, I fell into the river.
I survived but was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money. And that's why you hid your identity?
Yes, I only told my sister.
Valerie Hawthorne, eh?
Yes, she's the only one who knew about me.
Meanwhile, legally, this witness has been deceased for 5 years.
I didn't ever want something like that to happen to me again.
I decided to change my identity and start a new life. And that new identity was Melissa Foster, right?
Yes, my sister helped me get the official paperwork taken care of.
That makes sense. Without an insider's help, doing all of the paperwork would have been impossible.
She was the only person left in the world I could count on.
Okay.
And you think I killed her? There's no way I could.
It's the moment of truth for this witness, too. Once the truth about this staged kidnapping comes out, everyone in the court will know how much of a Jezebel she really is. I've just got to prove that kidnapping was a hoax. Okay. 5 years ago, I was kidnapped. Let me think. Oh, shoot. What did I just do? I accidentally pressed a button, sorry. I misclicked. Oh, how far back am I? Did I not save recently? Oh god, where did I last save? Yeah, it was a misclick, and then I'm loading because I misclicked. So we're back before she started doing her testimony. Okay. Sorry. And so... I didn't even save here. Okay, I'm sorry. I haven't saved in a minute! My bad. Let me try to speed through this. In my head, Dahlia has a southern drawl mixed with a New York accent. I'm trying to give her like a Southern Belle voice. That's what I go for when I voice her. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I was like so into the game I didn't even save. Blah 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 blah.
All because I pressed triangle on accident. Okay. Anyways. Okay. I'm gonna save! Man, I usually am a chronic saver. Okay. What was I doing? Ransom price. I think I was just going over everything she was saying. So ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister brought it to the bridge. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm. And that's when he tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I was afraid I might be kidnapped again. I decided to change my identity and start a new life. So where's the contradiction here? Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. So I don't know if this is anything, but I wonder how he would have shoved her if there's like all this like rope in the way? But I don't know if that's anything. She was shoved from behind, she would have splatted on the rocks. Yeah, I'm like... Wouldn't she have had to, like, climb through the ropes and, like, jump sideways in order to, like, get to the river? But I don't know if it's going that specifically. There. I mean, really the only thing the only things I have that could address what happened 5 years ago is the diamond, which... I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to use right now. And then we have the picture of the bridge, which is how it was 5 years ago. That's for sure. Because I don't think this matters. Or this. I mean... Because this is true, this is true, this is true. This is the only thing where she's actually, like, starting to lie, and there could be something. Let me press on this one more time. Mr. Falls was shot in the right arm. He let go of me. So he has the knife in his right arm, he's shot in the right arm, and then he lets go with his left hand. Yeah, if he shoved her from behind, he'd be shoving her, like, towards Valerie and away from the hole in the bridge. I don't know, like, it does sound really odd. I was dazed. I turned to try and run away, which if she's running away, she's gonna run towards her sister. So then if he shoves her from behind, he's shoving her towards her sister, exactly. Mr. Falls turned to grab me. As I ran past, he and I locked eyes, he gave me a grin. In the next instant, he pushed her. No. I don't think any of this matters. Nowhere to run. She could have run towards her sister. I guess let me try showing the map to this. Yeah. You say that Mr. Falls pushed you into the Eagle River. However, that's hard to believe.
But it's true. I felt a push on my back. I'm certain of it. It was Mr. Falls.
I'm sorry. I guess I wasn't clear enough. I shouldn't have said that's hard to believe. I should have said that's impossible.
Impossible?
I ask that the court recall the condition of Dusky Bridge, now and 5 years ago. That bridge hasn't changed one bit in these last 5 years. If someone had pushed you from behind, as you have claimed,
Instead of being carried away by the river. Oh no, it is talking about how she's near the rocks. You would have been smashed by the bedrock below. Oh. A most certain death. Do you understand now, Dahlia Hawthorne? See, like, I wasn't following, but I still got the right answer. The very notion that my client pushed you from behind is impossible. Your Honor, this event occurred 5 years ago. Why, for all we know, the water level in the river may have been higher back then. But it's 40 feet from the bridge to the river. A small change in the water level wouldn't have made a difference. Lying to Dahlia is like breathing. You're right! If the events occurred just as the witness has testified, then the defendant couldn't have pushed the witness into the river. Young lady, what is the meaning of this?
You see,
Oh, Edgeworth, just a moment, Your Honor. It's true that the witness testified that the defendant pushed her into the river. However, she never stated that she fell from the back end of the bridge. Well, now this is where the ropes might come into play, because there's a bunch of ropes blocking you from, like, jumping out. You'd have to, like, climb through. If he pushed her into the side of the bridge, she would have just, like, ran into the ropes and then came back, like when wrestlers do that move. Oh. Okay. So never said she fell from the back end, which is where it's broken. And the rocks are below. Okay. Yeah, this track is really good. We've got them cornered! What do you mean? After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. She definitely fell off the side, but she chose to jump off the side. Suplex? I don't know, like that thing where like the wrestlers run back and forth against like the ropes of the ring to build up momentum. That kind of thing. If that's true, she would have fallen to the river. Well, Miss Hawthorne, is Mr. Edgeworth's explanation correct?
now that you mention it, I do remember now. When I fell off the bridge, my skirt got caught on one of the bridge's side wires.
What? Okay, now she's saying... skirt caught? What? Oh, it's a wire. Okay. You can't be serious.
He suplexed me into the river, yes.
Order in the court! It seems Miss Faye's assault has finally reached its conclusion. Not now, Mia. This is no time to retreat. Unfortunately for you, this is just the start of Miss Faye's assault. What? I believe your reasoning went something like this, Mr. Edgeworth. After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. However, once again, I'm forced to say that's impossible. Ridiculous. What's so impossible about it? Because your flawed logic contradicts the court record. So we have the map, we have the photo of the bridge,
it's impossible that he panicked and pushed her off the side. I mean, my thinking was like that these ropes are in the way. I mean, how could she fall when she gets pushed off the side when they're in the way? I think this, the map, and then the diamond are the only things I could use. So I'll buy this one. Oh yes, please let me try to figure it out before telling me, even if it's your own guess. Because I do want to try to think for myself first. But if I get stuck really, and I can't figure it out, I do ask for help sometimes. I did in fact know what the rock was cooking. Oh god. Okay. Your Honor, all of the answers are right here in this photo. Take a look at the wires supporting both sides of the bridge. They extend up to about 5 feet off the ground. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking already anyway. It would be impossible to push someone off from there.
No!
But let's remember the size and strength of the defendant. Wires like this wouldn't be a problem for him. He could have easily picked up a 14-year-old girl and thrown her over. But she didn't testify that. She said that he pushed her. So young and already so forgetful, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Falls had been shot in the right arm. Ah, and then he couldn't pick her up anyway. Ah. And more importantly, Valerie Hawthorne had her gun trained on him at point-blank range. Ugh. So, Mr. Falls throwing the witness off the bridge? That is clearly impossible. Whoa! His first grab. Order, order! What is the meaning of this? Dahlia Hawthorne, you jumped into the Eagle River intentionally. What? What is this? Why was there a lion sound? Sadly, I could in fact see John Cena. Indeed. What do you mean by such a ridiculous remark?
Yes, it's ridiculous. My sister was there to help me. She had her gun and handcuffs. She could have saved me. Jumping into a raging river like that would have been suicide.
Perhaps, but still, that's exactly what you did. You were probably confident that you could handle the swift current. But even more so, the witness had a much more compelling reason for jumping into the river. Oh, then what was it? What was so important that she would want to jump into the river?
The diamond.
The witness is still alive. This fact alone explains everything. This is why she risked her life by jumping into the rapids of the Eagle River. I think it's time for the motive. 5 years ago, something else disappeared along with Dahlia that day. The item that Valerie brought up the mountain with her. The $2 million diamond. Ah! No, it can't be! Yes, Dahlia had it all planned from the beginning. The $2 million. She was going to keep it all for herself. She forced Mr. Falls to help her fake the kidnapping. Bang. At the last minute, she betrayed him and threw herself into the river, with the ransom tucked away safely in her backpack. Ooh. Why, that's simply ridiculous.
Is it?
Order, order! Your Honor, 5 years ago, the witness was only 14 years old. Do you really think a 14-year-old is capable of such a demonic plan? This woman is a demon. And there was one more person who helped make a demon out of her. Her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. You mean the victim was involved in the kidnapping plot as well? But she was a detective then. You're saying she participated in her sister's kidnapping? Precisely. I'm sure that it weighed heavily on her conscience for the past 5 years. This is the sole reason behind the victim's murder. What do you mean by that? On the day of the murder, after receiving the phone call from Mr. Falls, Valerie called her sister Dahlia, and then she told her what she was planning to do. Planning to do? She was going to tell the whole truth, as she wrote in her note. That is what sealed Valerie Hawthorne's fate. That is when you hatched your demonic plan to kill two birds with one stone. A plan that would ensure neither of your accomplices to the kidnapping would talk. And that is why you killed your sister, Valerie Hawthorne. Who is that? Laughing at a time like this?
Forgive me. It's just hilarious.
Witness? Where's your southern accent? Is that you?
You amuse me, woman, Miss Mia Fey. You can certainly weave an exciting tale. Naturally, you have the evidence to back it up, don't you?
Evidence?
Evidence that I planned the kidnapping, of course. That at 14, I plotted it with Mr. Falls and my sister.
Well,
And one more thing. What happened to the $2 million diamond? If you can't provide evidence to at least show that.
Girl, you spent it all on this outfit! Obviously! Well, Miss Fey?
I don't know.
What a joke. You, Miss Fey.
Are you stupid or something? How can I prove a fake kidnapping that happened 5 years ago?
I'm gonna save!
I don't even have decisive proof of Valerie Hawthorne's murder.
Well, it seems that we've come to the end. To be honest, the witness's behavior does raise certain suspicions. Kinda sus. However, I am forced to reject the assertions made by the defense.
Of course you are. Is this it? Is it really over? That girl has made a fool of me, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Huh. Without evidence, the trial is over. Who decided that?
Mr. Armando.
Come on now, kitten. Haven't you figured out that you can make your own rules? For example, even if there's no evidence, there's still testimony.
Testimony?
Okay, testimony over evidence. On the day in question, Dahlia Hawthorne murdered her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. She hid her body in the trunk of Mr. Fall's stolen car and then went to meet with him. Disguised as her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. That's what you think, right?
Yes, that's right.
In that case, there's only one answer, right? There is only one person left who can testify about Valerie Hawthorne's murder.
Falls? Since there's no proof, there's only one thing left to do. Who is the one person who can testify to that demon woman's crimes?
It would be Falls, I'm pretty sure.
Your Honor, the defense wishes to call a new witness.
A new witness?
Yes, we would like to hear the testimony of Terry Falls.
The defendant?
There's only one person that can shed any further light on the situation. Only one person that knows what Dahlia's role in the kidnapping was. Only one person that can say whether the person in the photo is Valerie Hawthorne, or whether it was in fact her younger sister Dahlia disguised as her. There's only one person who can solve this riddle once and for all. And that person is Terry Falls.
Kinda sus, like the kids say these days. I hold the witness in contempt for being a sussy baka. She's evil! She was faking the accent all along! Since I wasn't here that day, what did you think of young Gumshoe's drip?
Well,
I think he was wearing a similar outfit. Yeah, was his drip different? Wasn't he wearing like the same outfit? I think he looks younger, maybe? I don't know if I'm imagining it. I think any of the characters look younger, like in the face. But I thought he was wearing the same thing, right?
well,
Oh, the coat is tan, not green. Oh, I forgot his coat used to be green. He has a tan one, not a green one. His coat's usually green. I forgot. I hadn't played this in 3 months. I totally forgot his coat color. I'm sorry. I did not even notice. At all. I like the green better, now that I know. I think it's more gumshoe. But it is kind of funny, because there's that saying of, like, greenhorn, right? Like a newer person. So really, the younger version of him should have green, not tan. Fake fan! Listen, I can't help that my brain doesn't catalog every single detail of every single thing that I play or watch, okay? I can't help it! Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what is your take on this? Why not? The prosecution has no objection. Very well. Bailiff, bring the defendant to the witness stand. This is my last chance, Mr. Falls. My last chance to establish Dahlia's guilt. For all I have left. Ba-da-bum-bum. Defendant, you've heard everything that's been said up to this point, yes? I don't believe it. No way! Dahlia died 5 years ago! Valerie betrayed me! Mr. Falls, I don't know what she said to you 5 years ago, but one thing is clear. Dahlia is very much alive, and you were used for $2 million. That's not true! Mr. Falls, there's only one question I want the answer to. 2 days ago on Dusky Bridge, who did you meet? Was it Valerie Hawthorne, or was it Dahlia Hawthorne? Dahlia, did you betray me? 5 years ago, she promised never, ever betray each other.
Terry.
Dahlia. It's true. You are alive.
You don't trust me anymore? That makes me so sad.
Tell the truth, the real truth. I believed in you.
I shouldn't need to say it. You should already know. But there is one thing that I will say. My life is in your hands right now, Terry.
Oh my god. Dahlia. I will allow Mr. Falls to testify once and once only. Well then, Mr. Falls, yours will be the final testimony in this trial. Witness! Eek! I'm sorry! I apologize! Water! Please! Water! Can't talk! Need water! Huh. Oh well. I guess it'll have to be my coffee instead. At least it'll match the way he's probably feeling right now. Darker and bitterer than hell itself. Bitterer is not a word. Wah! Man, who Terry Falls saw. He might be manipulated by her into not saying anything. Let's save. Crush her life. That day, 4 p.m., I stopped the car. I was in front of Bridge. Okay. So we're having him testify about the crime that happened 2 days ago, the murder. Okay. She wasn't there, so I waited on Bridge. I watched my car from Bridge. I never put no body in that car. Finally, one woman came. She stood in front of me. We talked, then she left. That was Valerie, not my Dahlia. Mr. Falls, you're covering for her. Do you think she would do the same for you? That's enough, Miss Faye. His last statement was a fitting way to end the final testimony of the trial. Well then, Miss Faye, please proceed with your cross-examination. Is this how you want it to end, Mr. Falls? Another guilty verdict to go along with your death sentence? There's only one person who can stop it. You, kitten. I think. I totally believe in you. Except I don't. That day, 4 p.m., I stopped the car in front of the bridge. According to the note, the meeting was supposed to take place at 4:30. You certainly arrived early, didn't you? It was raining. Already dark, too. You waited on the bridge for 30 minutes? Mr. Falls? Eagle Mountain. That spot. Strong, strong memories. Why did he just clam up? Could it be he's hiding something here? Okay. So he arrived early, and she was asking him, where did he wait for those 30 minutes? Okay. Wasn't there on, so I waited on the bridge. You were quite early, so you waited on the bridge, correct? Yeah, I like waiting. I'm used to it. I'm sure he is. The Zebra Boy waited 5 years to ask a single question, to find out why a woman betrayed him. To him, 30 minutes must have been like a blink of the eye. I watched my car from bridge. I never put no body in that car. You were watching the car? That bridge. Other side is broken. Nobody can come from there. Right, so he just waited on the non-broken side of the bridge. So he was there, looking towards car. Yeah, so how did she put the car in the body without him noticing? Okay. So, I was watching car. Sai, what else were you expecting him to do? I suppose that's the obvious thing to do, but something's bothering me. Getting that feeling. Contradiction? I wonder what's on the other side of the broken bridge anyway. No one lives there. There's a small shrine up on the mountain. That's it. Anyway, nobody came. No car. Nothing. So there's a contradiction here somewhere? Maybe. Finally, a woman came. She stood in front of me. Mr. Falls, think carefully now. Are you certain that it was Valerie Hawthorne? I never lie. It's the truth. It was Valerie. I remembered her face. Wait a minute. If you had remembered her face, then why did you make her wear a scarf as identification? Sorry. I told a little lie. But the woman I met, she was different from woman standing here now. She was different. It was Valerie. I mean, she could have been wearing a wig or something. We talked, then she left. What did you talk to her about anyway? Mr. Falls. Valerie told the truth about the kidnapping 5 years ago. She said someone needed to take the blame for it. That was all I could think to do. She said that. That's why she lied. Got me the death penalty. And were you satisfied with that answer, witness? Dahlia died. It was my fault. But I don't really remember. Maybe I did. Maybe I did push her in. Oh my god. It don't matter no more. Either way, my Dahlia, my sweet teen angel, dead. But you just saw that she isn't dead. After Valerie talked to me on bridge, nothing left to live for. Okay, that was Valerie, not my Dahlia. How can you be so sure? It was raining at the time, and sunset that day was at 5 o'clock. It would have already been pretty dark on the mountain at 4:30. Please, Mr. Falls, this is your last chance. You've already taken the fall once for something you didn't do. That woman, it wasn't Dahlia. Stop right there. What more needs to be said? Objection! Even if it means the death penalty, even if it means taking the blame for murder, you'll still do whatever is necessary to protect her, won't you, Mr. Falls? I know it's obvious, but he's clearly lying. He's been cursed by Dahlia Hawthorne. He'll probably go to his grave still believing in her. Mr. Falls, even if you can show he's lying, the poor guy will still be cursed. You'll still have to point out the contradiction anyway. That's the curse of being a defense lawyer, I guess. Okay. So this is where she said she saw the contradiction, right? He was looking towards the car the whole time. Let me look at this picture again. So, yeah, he's lying right here with this photo because in the photo, he's facing away from the cliff. The cliff is on the same side as the car. So actually, no, he somehow, she got in front of him towards the broken part of the bridge and he was facing her. So I think I need to just show this picture. Watch my car from the bridge. Yeah, so show this picture. Oops. Present, please. Yeah. Yeah, Dolly is so manipulative. God. So when you got to the bridge, no one had arrived, huh? So you waited on the bridge. You're sure of that? Yeah, so the way it would make sense is if she actually got there before him, and then he walked up and was facing her away from the car. So no, he did not wait on the bridge. Yeah, I'm sure. You're sure, huh? Well then, I'm sure too, Mr. Falls. I'm sure that you're lying. Oh, what? Whoa. Oh, I would love to hear your rationale on this, Miss Faye. You want to know who arrived at the bridge first? Just look at this photo. It's perfectly clear. Just look at this photograph. Obviously, the person that came first would be the one at the end of the bridge, right? But that's the victim at the end of the bridge. Precisely my point. In other words, Mr. Falls, you must have arrived at the bridge after she did. Mr. Falls, please don't get so worked up. We just want the truth. I got there around 4 o'clock. It's true. I had somewhere to go. A special place. Did you go to this special place before you went to the bridge? Yeah, it's an old temple about 15 minutes from the bridge. 5 years ago, me and Dahlia, we promised each other. Oh, dear God. Okay, so he got there at 4, then went to a 15 minutes away. Okay. We swore we wouldn't betray each other. She brought a memento to represent our love. Oh my God. A memento? 5 years ago, I hid it under a base of tree there. Oh, it's that same damn necklace from the tutorial case. It's all coming together. Full circle. How old is Terry? Too old. Yeah. Yeah. Let me just show you something. Right now, he's 25. So what he's talking about is from 5 years ago when he was 20. And Dahlia, 5 years ago, was 14. So, no. Not cool. Not good. And the other characters do recognize that it's screwed up. Like, he keeps talking about her as his girlfriend, and they're like, girlfriend? She was a kid! So, the other characters, at least they wrote in that they're, like, not okay with it, but, yeah, this is a creepy situation. It's a special memory for me. This is it. This is what I went to get. This little bottle on a necklace is your memento. It's quite charming, but it looks empty. For now. It's empty for now. Your Honor, you heard what my client said. He arrived at the scene at 4 o'clock, but he then left his car unattended and walked away. Yeah, so the most important thing is the car was unattended for at least 15 minutes. Maybe, no, 30 minutes, because 15 there, 15 back. Ooh. Yeah, he was gone for approximately 30 minutes. With that much time, Dahlia Hawthorne could have easily hidden the body in the trunk of his car. No! Indeed, there certainly was enough time for it. We've still got a chance. Mr. Falls, there's no mistaking it. Oh. Huh? Mr. Falls? Oh. That's enough. Please. Witness? It was empty. Because he drank it. Uh-oh. I promised her 5 years ago, if it ever happens that we can't trust each other no more, then we're supposed to drink bottle. Ugh. That's why he was holding his mouth. He was drinking it in secret. No, stop the trial. Your Honor, we need a recess. I was stupid. Couldn't keep promise. So I did it. I drank this. No, we're so close. Just a little more. I was going to prove your innocence. No, don't want that. Don't trust self. Maybe kill again. Kill sweet Dahlia again. Mr. Falls. Mr. Armando. Thanks for the coffee. Ooh, Mr. Falls! Dun dun dun. Ah, okay. You know, I was wondering how this was gonna work, because Dahlia, later on, is a free person. She doesn't get found guilty of murder, which is why this whole time I was like, oh, she must not have murdered anybody in this case because she's free later on. It's because he died before he could prove that she had actually murdered someone, so she gets off scot-free from this. Yikes. And so my first trial ended, suddenly and tragically. It ended with no winners, only losers. I ended up with a wound that cut so deep into my soul, I thought it would never heal. I'm sure it was the same for the young prosecutor as well. And then as well with him, I was like, well, he never lost a case until Phoenix, so how is this gonna work? But one person, the true criminal, Dahlia Hawthorne, she left the courtroom with a secret smile on her demonically sweet face. This was both their first case, yeah, Edgeworth and Mia. Unforgivable, that witch. Mr. Armando, we were so close to the truth. It was right there in front of us. You were just a little too soft, kitten. It's my fault. It's all my fault that Mr. Falls killed himself. Don't cry, kitten. You're going to make my coffee all salty. I knew it. I knew I wasn't cut out for this. She's like bawling her eyes out because she feels like she's responsible for someone dying, and all he says is like, stop it, my coffee is gonna get all salty. Like, come on. Mia. Don't you get it? You can't cry yet. Hello? Sir? The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over. Mr. Armando? Why did he do that? I'm confused. This is probably my favorite song from this game. No matter how tough the case, no matter how bitter the memories, they always fade over time. Then you file them away and eventually forget them. Maybe this is Mia speaking? I don't know who's speaking. He was really angry. I think he was mad. He just wasn't showing it. Okay. I was like, why did he break the cup? So he's like pissed off at how this all went? That she experienced that? Like, is he mad for her? 1 year later, in this very same courthouse, I, myself, got wrapped up in that case. Oh, this is Phoenix talking. Okay, I didn't realize. Voicing him as Godot. So, okay, so that happened 1 year before the tutorial case. I myself got wrapped up in that case. Also associated with Dahlia. Only after that did Dahlia Hawthorne get put on trial for her crimes. The verdict that was ultimately handed down to her was... Dun dun dun. Guilty, of course. Naturally, when the verdict was read, she had a perfect angelic smile on her face. And I'm like, why is Phoenix in the hospital typing this? It was finally all over. At least, that's what I thought at the time. Unfortunately, I couldn't have been more wrong.
Oh, God.
It's been 5 years, but now something has happened that's made me remember all this. Episode 4, Turnabout Beginnings. The end? Oh no, there's another case! Oh my god, I thought we were in the last case this whole time. Did I just forget that there's a 5th case? I didn't realize there was a chapter 5. I thought, oh my god, the game's ending. Yeah, I thought I was done. Oh, okay. Did they trick you? Like, it doesn't tell me there's 5. I don't know why I thought that was the last case. Never mind. So people say that episode 4 is the best one, but chapter 5 is the last one in the game? Or do people actually say this is the best one, chapter 5? I mean, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Very short. I finished it in 2 streams. I'm really surprised about that. Prepare to cry. Oh, God. Hey, Ty. Welcome in. How you doing? We just finished chapter 4. Okay, so chapter 5 now. Chapter 5 notes. 5 is also pretty good. Now, this is the best one. Case 4 is just another good one. Okay, so chapter 5 is supposed to be the best one. I knew it was the last case in the game. I don't know why I thought it was the 4th one. Oh, I don't know, man. All right, brand new episode. I would like to save. And unfortunately, we will be continuing this next time. I'm sorry to leave y'all on a cliffhanger, but we are about to get to 4 hours, and I would rather not start it with only a few minutes to play. So we're gonna start fresh with this next week, next Tuesday. I'll be starting right off with chapter 5, and that way we have a full 4 hours to take it all in. So yeah, that's been chapter 4. Very short and sweet, or not so sweet. Kind of sad, kind of weird at times, but don't leave us. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll be back tomorrow. Not with Ace Attorney, but with some Pokemon. Scarlet. Forgot the name for a second. But yeah, things are getting pretty juicy. I can't wait to start chapter 5 next week then. I totally thought I was about to be done with the game, and I'm like, really? The last part of the game is only 2 streams long? Jeez. Any of that trial always stuck with me. Very emotional. It wasn't what I was expecting, yeah. Because like I said, I was like confused. Cause like, okay, so Dahlia is free in the tutorial, and then Edgeworth can't lose. And then what's gonna happen with this guy? Like, how are we gonna find her guilty but not? You know. So I didn't expect that he was just gonna die instead. My God. Oh, and I still got stuck so bad a few times, but you know, that always happens when I play Ace Attorney, and I still have a good time with it. I like to have fun here, you know, it's fine if I don't always get things the first try. I'm just showing y'all the flavor text, right? That's why I choose the wrong answers. Oh God. Baby Nick went through so much. So that's interesting that chapter 5 is also gonna have to do with chapter 4 and chapter 1. So I'm gonna make a note to myself tied to Dahlia cases, just so I know that there's a connection there. Psych! Chapter 5 is also pretty long, I remember. Yeah, I feel like usually in the Ace Attorney games it starts out with a shorter trial and they get progressively longer, which is why I was so surprised that chapter 4 was so short. But I think it's really just there to set up chapter 5. So they didn't feel the need to make it really long, but I'm glad chapter 5 is long. You know, I'm not excited to be finished with the trilogy here. I'm having a really good time with it, but we'll be working on chapter 5 next Tuesday. And when I'm done with this trilogy, I'll be moving on to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, so that'll also be fun. But yeah, I'm in no rush to finish Ace Attorney because I'm having a lot of fun with it and want to keep having fun with it for a little while longer, so.
Chapter 4 was my personal fave because of the ending. Chapter 5 is also amazing. Okay, so I will still have high expectations. I remember you said that and I was lurking like, yeah. Last cases are usually the longest. Yeah, I like that though, because it's like a big finale for the game, you know? Who killed the victim? Defense attorney. I did. I did it. All right. Anyway, that's going to be it for me tonight, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I very much appreciate it. And I hope y'all have a wonderful night. I'm going to do a raid. Let me find somebody to take y'all to. But either way, there's my social media. Most active on Twitter and YouTube. I still keep forgetting to put my Tumblr on there. I'm also on Tumblr. And there's the Discord if anybody wants to join. But either way, thank y'all so much for being here. Again, I really appreciate it. Whether you were lurking, chatting, any of that good stuff, I appreciate y'all very, very much. And yeah, can't wait to be back tomorrow playing some Pokemon Scarlet. I'm so excited. I've been waiting all weekend to play it. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. And then I'm going to try to be here again on Friday, but I won't be here on Thursday. Just giving y'all a heads up. But either way, have a wonderful night. And hope I see y'all tomorrow. And I'll see y'all next time either way. Bye-bye!